and any related video are made purely for entertainment and imaginative purpose. It doesn't have any connection to either's real life. It's simply a fictional story made for enjoyment. I also just let you know there is a voiceover included. If that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to mute it. Otherwise, the canteen is crowded and noisy. Fans are serving overheard. Students are eating samosa and chatting loudly. Vine and Somi are sitting at the corner of table. Somi, why are you staring at the entrance? He isn't going to come say sorry, Vine. Stop hurting yourself. Fine, everyone changed with time, Somi. But I never thought he would change this much. He used to share lunchbox on the same table. Somi, that was the old Jungwoo. The new Jungwoo is just a puppet of her. Suddenly, the canteen goes quiet. The student apart way as Julie enters. She was wearing bold, expensive outfit, looking arrogant behind her. Nancy, Ruby, and Jack walking slightly behind them with Jungwoo wearing a leather jacket, looking cold and distant. Julie, the smell of cheap oil in here is disgusting. Why do we even come to this side of the campus? Nancy, because you're on the plate, Julie. Everyone needs to see the queen. Ruby, look, Julie, your favorite toy is here, sitting over there. Lisa then on one, a curl smirk appeared on her red lips. Julie, well, the little mouse is out of her hole. When she looked away immediately, her heart beating fast, she tried to avoid confirmation. Julie, I'm talking to you, loser. Look at me when I speak. Tommy, back off, Julie. Leave us alone. Jack, sit down, Tommy. Useless, you want to trouble. Julie, you know why I heard you applied for the cultural fees committee? Someone like you, you're so timid and shy. You couldn't even speak for yourself. You're embarrassing. Why? I just wanted to help. Julie, help. You're a charity case, right, Jungwoo? Jungwoo. He stood there silently looking at Ryan trembling hand. He didn't say anything, just quietly watched the humiliation without blinking. Julie, see, he doesn't even want to waste his breath on you. Why, no! Jungwoo. He saw the tear in her eyes. For a second, he jaw clenched, but he quickly masked it with a cold expression, looked away, doing absolutely nothing to stop Julie. Julie, oops, my hand slipped. Let's go, guys. The air is here is too depressing. The gang followed her, laughing. Jungwoo lingered for 1 second, looking at the ruined book, then turned and followed Julie out of the canteen. Are you insane? Jungwoo, let go of me, Jimin. Jimin, you just stood there. She poured work on Vine's work. Vine, the girl you used to write your assignment when you were sick, the girl who is the kindest soul in the college, and you let that virtually humiliate her. Jungwoo, Julie is just having fun. She's bored. She doesn't like weak people. Why need to toughen up? It's not my problem. When you call that bold, that is bullying, Jungwoo. And you are worse than Julie because you know better. You are throwing away a diamond to pick up a stone just because it glittered. I like Julie. She's exciting. Wine is boring. End of the discussion. Jimin, mark my word, Jungwoo. One day Julie will show her true colors and you will regret this moment. You will regret losing a friend like Wine, but by then it would be too late. No, he didn't turn back. He just kept walking towards Julie, ignoring the heavy feeling in his chest. Somi, I hate him. I hate him more than Julie. Wine, it's okay, Somi. I'm okay. Somi, no, you are not. Listen to me. Karma is real. They will pay for this. Wine, I guess I'm really alone now. The rain from yesterday has stopped, but the humidity against the college corridor is buzzing with usual energy. Groups of girls are handled together, whispering excitedly, giggling, and fixing their makeup. The news has spread like wildfire. Student 1, did you see him? I swear, I almost forgot to breathe. He doesn't look like a professor, he looks like a movie star. He transferred from a top university abroad. They say he's a strict, but with the face like that, who cares? I would happily fail just to attend his extra classes. Tommy, look at them, trolling like puppies. It's just a teacher, not a celebrity. Why let them be, Somi? At least they are distracted and not bothering us today. Julie is standing near the notice board with her gang Jung, who is leaning against a pillar, scrolling through his phone, looking bored. Nancy ran up to them, breathless. Nancy, Julie, you have to see him. The chemistry professor, he's. Oh my god. Julie, relax, Nancy. You're acting desperate. He's just a teacher. How good can he look? Ruby, no, Julie, seriously, look. Her jaw literally dropped. She lowered her mirror slowly, her eyes stuck on them. Her heartbeat skipped a bit, not out of fear, but pure attraction. Yeah, he walked past the student without sparing them a single glance. His footsteps were heavy rhythm on the marble floor. He looked straight ahead, his expression emotionless and intimating. Jungwoo, Julie, are you listening? Julie, Jungwoo is a boy, but that is a man, Nancy. I told you, isn't he dashing? Julie, dashing? He's a masterpiece. Finally, someone on my level. I'm going to make sure he notices me. He glanced his Java, feeling ignored, but said nothing. The classroom is packed. Even the students who don't have chemistry are trying to pick through the windows. Wine and Somi are sitting on the second bench. Julie and her gang are in the middle looking confident. Jungwoo is sitting quietly beside Julie. He walked in. He didn't say good morning. He didn't smile. He walked straight to the podium, placed his leather bag on the table with a heavy turn, turned his face to the glass. The room was when pin dropped silent instantly. And she felt she would run down to her spine. The air in the room felt thick, like oxygen was being sucked out. She gripped her pen tightly, afraid to even look at him in the eye. Taeyang, my name is Professor Kim Taeyang. I have three rules. One, no talking. Two, no lateness. Three, if I ask a question, you answer. If you waste my time, you leave. Am I clear? Class. Yes, sir. Julie, she ignored the fear in the room. She thought her charm would work on him like it worked on everyone else. She stood up boldly without raising her hand. Julie, hi professor, I'm Julie. My father is the trustee of this college and I'm the head of the student community. Since you are new, if you need someone to show you in, I'm free. He didn't blink. He slowly turned his head to look at Julie. His expression didn't change. He stared at her for a long, uncomfortable silence until Julie's smile started to flatter. Did I give you permission to speak? Julie, huh? No, but I just thought. You thought. You thought that because your father has money, you have the right to interrupt my class. You thought you could stand there chewing a gum like a cow and waste my time with useless introduction. Julie, I was just being polite. Taeyang, you are being insolent. I don't care who is your father is. In this room, you're nothing but a student ID number, and right now you are just a nuisance. Split that gum out now. Julie. She frozen, her ego shattered. Everyone was watching. She slowly took the gum out from her mouth and wrapped it in a paper. Young, sit down. And if you speak out of the turn again, I will have you suspended before you even call your daddy to do. Understand? Julie. Yes, sir. Taeyang, open your book to page 34 now. And she watched the scene with widened eyes. Her heart was pounding. For the first time, someone held silence. Julie, she looked at the new professor with a mix of fear and awe. He was terrifying, but he was fair. As he opened his book, his eyes flickered up for a microsecond, scanning the room. His gaze landed on one terrified face. In the evening, the street is busy with traffic, honking cars, and vendors selling vegetables. One walked towards the bus and smiled, a relieved smile on her face. And finally, a peaceful day. Julie didn't even look at me after the lecture. Maybe things will get better. As she waited to cross the road, her eyes fell on a woman standing near a closed shop. The woman is heavily pregnant. She clenching her large belly with the both hands, her face twisted in agony, sweat spreading on her forehead. She stumbled slightly. And, ma'am, are you okay? Arya, no, plane. It's hurt. Please help me. Hospital. Wine. Yes, don't worry. I'm here. Auto, brother, stop emergency. An auto rickshaw reaches to her to Vine help Arya to get inside, carefully supporting her back. Vine, city hospital, please drive fast. Breathe, ma'am. We are almost there. Just breathe. Anne is pacing outside the labor room. Her good face slightly cumbered. She looked at the red light above the door, praying silently. The elevator door opened with the ding. Professor Taeyang stormed out. He looked different. His jacket is unbuttoned, his tie is loose, and his usual composed hair slightly messy. Mr. Kim, this way. Taeyang, is she okay? Tell me, is she okay? She's fine, sir. The delivery was successful. Come in. Taeyang disappeared inside the room. Stand there stunned. Professor Kim? That was his family? Taeyang. Arya, are you okay? I came as fast as I could. I thought. Yeah, relax, Taeyang. You look like you run a marathon. I'm fine. Look, Taeyang. He's so small. Arya, look, baby. Your uncle came. The grumpy uncle is here. Taeyang. He looks like you. Taeyang. I wouldn't have made it on time if it wasn't for that girl, a student. I think she brought me here. She was waiting outside. A student? Arya. Please call her inside. I want to thank her. The door opened wide, and hesitantly she froze when she saw Taeyang standing by the bed. May I come in? Taeyang. He turned around, his eyes slightly widened in recognition. He hadn't expected the timid girl from the class. You? Arya, you know her, Taeyang? She's my student. You brought my sister here. Wine. Yes, sir. I saw her on the road. Arya, thank you so much, dear. You saved us. Mm, thank you. I own you one. Why? No, sir, it's okay. We are human. I just did what was meant to be done. Anyone would have done the same. Yeah, not everyone would stop. Thank you. Why? Is is that the baby? Arya, do you want to hold him? And who? Me? How can I mean, I'm a stranger, Arya. You are not stranger. You are the reason he is safe. Come here, hold him. Vine looked at the thing for permission. He gave her small nod. Vine walked to the crib and gently, with practiced hand, picked up the baby. She could cuddle him perfectly, rocking him slightly. And he's so precious. Hello, little one. Arya, you are very good with babies. You hold him like a pro. Fine. Ah, yes, I love kid. I actually do part-time job as a babysitter on weekend to pay for my college supplies. Arya, a babysitter? Fine. Yes, ma'am. Arya, listen, I need to get back to the work in 2 months, and Taeyang is always busy at the university. We are looking for someone trustworthy to look after the baby. Thing, Arya, are you sure? Arya, she saved my life. Thing, who can be more trusty than her? Why and how would you like to be his babysitter? We will pay you double whatever you are now. Why, me, babysit for Professor Kim Nufi. Thing, if you are willing, I would appreciate it. Why, I would love to. Wine sitting on the plush sofa, gently rocking baby Envo in her arms. Arya is sitting opposite her, folding some baby clothes, looking relaxed for the first time in weeks. And he's finally asleep. He fought sleep for an hour, but the milk finally worked. Arya, you're a magician, Vayan. Even I couldn't get him to sleep that fast, and the food Young actually ate 2 serving yesterday. The man survive on black coffee usually. Vayan, I just made simple home food. I'm glad you both liked it. Aryati, if you don't mind me asking, where is Anu's father? Yeah, he's a major in the army. He posted at the border. He hasn't seen Anu yet. Expect on video call. And that must be so hard for you staying alone while he's away. Arya, it is, but I have Taeyang. And but what about your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Kim? Wouldn't they want to see their grandson? They live in different city, right? Actually, one I'm so sorry. Aryadi, if you are not comfortable, please don't answer. I didn't mean to pray. Arya, no, it's okay. You are family now. The truth is, my father didn't approve my husband. He wanted me to marry a businessman, son. I married against their will, so they cut ties with me. They disowned me. Why? Oh my God. Arya, they told Taeyang to choose the family inheritance or his disgraced sister. Taeyang didn't even blink. He left the mansion and the same night and moved here to support me, become professor to support us. And he loves you very much. Yeah, he does, but I miss my parents. Fine, everything will be alright one day. The time heals everything. After all, they are parents. Once they see Anu's face, their anger will melt. Have faith. Arya, thank you, Vayan. You always know what to say. The hallway is crowded between lectures. Vayan walking towards the library, holding her book close to her chest. She lost in thoughts about Arya's story. Suddenly, her hand slammed against the locker in front of her, blocking her path. Vayan plans and look up at Julie, looking annoyed and impatient. Julie, where do you think you are going? The library? Vayan, yes, Julie, I have to study. Julie, study later. Here, complete my assignment due tomorrow and make sure the handwriting looks like mine. Vayan stared at the paper, then pushed them back towards Julie. No, Julie, what? Excuse me, what did you say? Vayan, I said no, I haven't even finished my own assignment. I cannot do yours. Please ask someone else. Lee, you little rat, you think because you avoid me for few days you haven't backbone now. You complete them because I said so. Why I wouldn't. Julie, don't walk away from me. While lose her balance, her feet slip on the polished floor. She squeezed her eyes shut, expecting the hard impact of the ground, but she never hit the floor. Strong muscular arm wrapped around her waist, clenching her mid-air. Her back hit a hard, solid chest. The scent of expensive collagen and mint filled her nose. One. She opened her eyes slowly, looked up, her heart stopped. Damn. He was holding her securely, his face inches away from her. His expression was thunderous. His jaw was clenched so hard, when he popped in his neck, he looked at Vine, make sure she was okay, then slowly straightened her up. Julie, Professor Kim Taeyong, is this what you came to college for, to act like a street thug? Julie, no, sir, she fell. And do not lie to me. I saw you push her. You think because your father is a trustee, you can treat human like garbage. Julie, sir, it was just a joke. A joke, a physical is joke to you. Let me make this clear, Miss Julie. If you ever see you bullying any student in this campus again, I will personally ensure you are explained. I don't care if your father owns the city. In my college, you behave or you get out. Tears of humiliation welled up in her eyes. Everyone's recording video. She couldn't say a word. And pick her book up. Julie, what? I said pick them up. Show's over. Get to the class. Jungkook was standing by the water cooler. He saw everything. He saw Julie push and he saw he did nothing. And he saw Tang catch her. He saw Wei Tang help Wan's waist. He saw the way Wan looked at Tang with safety and trust and look she used to give him. Jungkook. He clenched his fist at the side until his knuckles turned white. A sharp burning sensation twisted in his gut. It wasn't anger at Julie. It was something else. Who is he to her? Why did he look at her like that? Quiet down, students. As you know, this is our most prestigious event, but this year there is a twist. It will be a group competition. Students will design the clothes and students will model them, and each team is allowed to recruit one professor as a monitor or a showstopper. Truly. One professor, well, that settles it. Professor Kim Taeyong is going to be in my team. Imagine him walking the ramp with me. We will win by default. And see your genius, Julie. He's so hot. The judge will fend. Jungwoo. I don't care about the professor. I won last year and I will win this year. This trophy belongs to me. Somi, Vine, are you listening to me? This is your chance. You're the best artist in our batch. Your sketch are amazing. You designed the dress. We can win. No, Somi, I couldn't. Designing is one thing, but standing on the stage with all lights and people judging, I will freeze. I have stage fear. But you don't have to model, just design. Fine, but the designer has to come on stage for the final blow. I couldn't do it. I'm not like Julie. I'm just me. Julie, wow, look at this. The little mouse thinks she can participate in a fashion show. Fine, I didn't say I was participating. Julie, good, because fashion requires class, darling. And you, look at you. You wear loose kurti and jeans from the street market. You don't know fashion. You know poverty. Stick to your sketchbook in a corner. Shut up, Julie. Style isn't about money. Julie, whatever. Come on, Jungwoo. Tell your ex best friend she's wasting her time. Why look up at Jungwoo, a small glimmer of hope in her eyes, expecting him to defend her like he used to do in first year? Jungwoo, she's right, Vayan. Vayan, what? Jungwoo, you are a traditional girl, Vayan. You are soft, quiet, and simple. This competition is about boldness, attitude, and fire. You couldn't handle the pressure. A girl like you couldn't win a competition like this. Don't embarrass yourself. And the word hit her like a slap, a girl like you. Tears pricked in her eyes, but this time something mixed with sadness, anger, pure, hot anger. Why? You think I couldn't do it? Jungwoo, I know you couldn't. Why? Then watch me. I will participate, and I wouldn't just participate, Jungwoo. I will give you tough fight. Tommy, yes, that's the spirit, Jungwoo. Good luck, you need it. Sitting on the floor rack, chopping vegetable for dinner, she was aggressively cutting the carrot, her face forming in concentration and anger. Arya. Wow, easy there, Tiger. The carrot didn't do anything to you. What happened? And it's the college competition. Everyone think I couldn't do it. Even Jungwoo said I'm too traditional and simple to win. He said I shouldn't just quite. Yeah, he said that. Well, that's nonsense. Just because you're simple doesn't mean you're untalented. I have seen your drawings, and you have a gift. But what if he's right? The I get nervous easily. I don't have attitude like Julie. Taeyang, since when does art require attitude? Wine. Sir, then he walked into the living room, poured himself a glass of water. He looked at Wine calmly. Art requires soul, fashion requires vision. Those loud girls in your college, they have noise, not vision. Wine, but Changwoo said Tang. He set the glass down firmly. Stop listening to what he said. Why does his opinion matter so much to you? Wine, she looked down. He was my best friend. He knows me. Tang. He knows who you were. He doesn't know who you are. Wine, she looked at him, captivated by his intensity. You don't have to prove anything to him. You don't have to prove anything to that Julie girl, you only have to prove to yourself what you are capable of. If you think you can do it, it's there even a spark of belief in you, then do it, burn the stage. And she felt his words sink deep into her heart. It wasn't just advice, it was a command to be better. She felt a urge of confidence she had never felt before. And you are right, sir, I will do it for myself. Damn. Good, now finish the cat, I'm hungry. Quite silence, everyone. Regarding the blog and vision competition, there is a crucial update about the professor membership program. Out. The whispering stopped immediately. Everyone listened intensely. Principal, many of you have been floating the staff room requesting professor. Let me make this clear. You can request a professor to be in your team, but you cannot force them. The professor have the final authority. They will choose the group they want to monitor or model or for based on merit or not popularity. Student, that means we have to impress them. Principal, precisely. The professor will observe your primarily practice this week. If they like your work, they will join you. If you not, you complete alone. Dismissed. He's walking out of the hole, holding a leather file, looking unbothered by the chase around. He walked with the stride that commanded attention. Julie see him immediately single her title team. She ran up to him, blocking his path behind her stand Jungwoo, Nancy, Ruby, and Jack. Julie, Professor Kim, wait up! He stopped looking at his watch, then slowly raised his eyes to her. You're blocking my way, Miss Julie, again. Julie, I just wanted to save your time, sir. Since you have to pick a team, why not pick the winner already? Nancy, yes, sir, we are the best team. We have the best model and designer. We. And we have Jungwoo. Jungwoo stood there looking slightly uncomfortable, being patted like a trophy. He looked at Tang with competitive glint in his eye, but remained silent. Exactly, me, Jungwoo, Nancy, Jack, we are the cream of the crop. If you join us, the trophy is guaranteed. You didn't even need to look at the other losers. So what you say? Will you be our showstopper? Yang. He looked at the group. His expression was bored, almost amused by their arrogance. He looked at Jungwoo, then back at Julie. Yang, you assume that because you are loud, you are talented. Julie, excuse me. A winning history does not guarantee a future victory, Miss Julie. And frankly, I don't like joining teams that are full of themselves. I prefer teams that are full of ideas. Django, he glanced at Java, feeling the insult land. But sir, we are the best. Who else there? That charity case Ryan. Taeyang, that is for me to decide. I will not promise anything to anyone right now. Julie, but Taeyang, I will watch every group practice. I will see the design, I will see the effort, and then I will choose. If your work as good as your mom, maybe I'll consider it. Now move. Step aside quickly, stunned by his sharpness. Taeyang, he walked past them without looking back, his aura leaving a chill in the air. Nancy, he's so rude, but he didn't say no, right? Exactly. He said he will watch us. Once he see us practice, he wouldn't able to resist. He playing hard to get. And Soumya sitting on a bench under a large tree. One has her sketchbook open. One of the pages stunning design, a charcoal sketch of a man wearing a sharp royal Indian fusion three-piece suit. It looked majestic. Soumi, Ryan, this is wow. And is it okay? I was thinking of fusion theme, the modern Maharaja. Soumi, okay, this is a masterpiece. But Ryan, look at the measurement you drew. Broad shoulder, tall frame, slim waist. This wouldn't fit just anyone. Fine, I know that's the problem. I designed it, but I don't have a model who can carry this look. I mean, are you blind? You have the perfect model right there. Wine, who? Saw me. Professor Kim, look at him. Wine. It is literally the structure you have drawn. The broad shoulder, the cold attitude, the height. He wears this suit, we will win. Hands down. Wine, saw me. Are you crazy? He's the Professor Kim, the strictest man on the earth. He just rejected Julie's group. Why would he join us? We are nobodies. I mean, we are not nobodies. You are talented. And remember what he told you? Prove your worth. This is your chance. We have to convince him. And but how? He said he will decide after watching the practice. So me, then we will practice, and we will practice hard. We will make him look at us. We will make him realize that this suit was made for him. Why? Okay, I will try. I will make this dress so perfect that he couldn't say no. So me, that's my girl. Let's go to work. Our shore is transferred into a Chetok workshop. Tables are pushed together, covered in a fabric of silk, chiffon, and velvet. Many cubes stand in rows. Students are running around with major tapes and pins. I hear smell of hairspray and fabric glue. It is the most crowded spot. Julie is standing proudly next to Manicube, wrapped in a very revealing, shining red outfit. It looks more like a clubbing dress than a high fashion. Nancy and Ruby are fanning her. Jungwoo is standing on a chair nearby, sketching nervously, trying to ignore Julie's shrinking voice. And team corner. This is quiet and tucked away near the window. Wine carefully pinning a piece of rich royal blue velvet on Manicube. Somi is organized the embryo thread. Somi, he is late. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he wouldn't come. Wine. Came down, Somi. He's a professor. If he said he would inspect, he will. Just focus on the plates. Suddenly, the double door of hall swings open with loud thunder. Chatter in the room dies down instantly. He enters. He is wearing a navy blue semi-formal shirt with his sleeve rolled up, exposing his uniform and formal grey trouser. He holds a clipboard. His expression is stony. His eyes scanning room like a hawk searching for prey. Damn, do not stop on my count. I'm here to observe, not to be stared at. Students crumble back to work, but the atmosphere is tense. Everyone is stealing glance at him. Walk slowly down the SL, inspecting various groups. He stopped at Julie's station. Julie immediately straightened her fortune, posture, beaming with confidence. Julie, Professor, you are finally here. Look, we created a masterpiece for you. Taeyang, he looked at the dress, his eyebrows getting together in confusion, stared at the exclusive sequins, the deep cut, and the sheer fabric. Julie, it's called that red signer. It's bold and modern, just like our team. Imagine a female in this, and you would look amazing walking next to it. And he reached out and touched the fiber between his thumb and index finger. He let it drop and looked at his taste. Then bold. This is not bold, Miss Julie. This is desperate. Julie, excuse me. And he circled the manicure. Where is the structure? Where is the elegance? You have cut out 80% of the fabric in the name of fashion. Isn't high couture? It's look like a costume for a cheap item song. Nancy and Ruby, they gasped, covering their mouth. Julie, but the skin show is trending. It's what people want. Fashion is about leaving something to imagination, not exposing everything because it lacked the talent to grab fiber. This is nonsense. It has no soul. Reject it. He looked up from his sketch pad. He didn't laugh, but he looked at Taeyang with strange respect. He knew Julie's design was trans, but no one dared to tell her. Taeyang just did. Julie, how dare he? Walked towards the corner where Vine is working. Vine is so confused on the embroidery of her collar that she doesn't notice him standing right behind her. Saw me. Professor, good afternoon. Taeyang didn't return the greeting. His eyes were fixed on the sketch pinned to her mood board and half drab manicure. Fine. It's not finished yet, sir. It's just a rough idea. Taeyang, move your hand. He stared at the sketch for a long time. His eyes traced the sharp line of the shoulder and intricate detailing on the collar. He looked at the measurement written on the side. Damn, who designed this for? And I designed it keeping a specific aura in mind, someone commanding yet elegant, someone who doesn't need to shout to be heard. And he looked at Vine. A flicker of recognition passed through his eyes. He saw himself in the paper. Somi, she's designed it for you, sir. The measurements are yours. Vine, her eyes widened at Somi in panic. Somi! Then he raised an eyebrow, a small, barely visible smirk tagging at the corner of his lips. Is that so? Vine, yes, sir. I thought it would suit your personality. He turned around to face the entire room. He cleared his throat. And attention! The room goes pin drop silent. Julie's watching with closed eyes, expecting him to emulate Vine like he did her. Taeyang, I have seen enough most of your mistaken costume for fashion. You lack depth, however. Taeyang, there's one design that understands the assignment. It has vision and culture and class. He stepped forward slightly, thinking he meant her despite the insult. Then he turned his hand and pointed at Vine. Miss Sharma. Vine, me? Then I will be joining Miss Sharma's team as the monitor and the showstopper. Saw me. Yes, oh my god. And she covered her mouth with hands. Sir, really? Young. He looked at her. Vine, I have high standards. Make that suit fit me perfectly. Vine, I will, sir, I promise. Julie, she felt like screaming. She grabbed her right side dress and crumpled it in her hand. Her knee down into the fiber. She glanced at Vine with pure, unadulterated jealousy. You little charity case, you stolen him from me, Nancy. Julie, clean down. Julie, shut up. This isn't over. I will destroy that dress before it even reaches the stage. He was watching and he saw her jumping with Somi. Her face was glowing with happiness. He didn't see in a long time, and he saw Taeyang standing next to her, looking like a shield. Strange bitterness feeling clawed at his chest. Jungwoo, she looks so happy. Why does she look so happy with him? Taeyong, good luck to everyone. You will need it. Get to the work, Miss Sharma. Wine, yes, Professor. Taeyong walked out the practice room with a heavy footstep fading away, leaving behind a storm of emotion, joy for Wine, rage for Julie, and confusion for Jungwoo. The backstage area is a chaotic mess of hairspray, glitter, and anxiety. Students are running around half dressed. The air is thick with tension. Julie is standing in the corner watching Vine station. Vine is currently away washing her face, her outfit. A modest, beautiful embroidered pastel sari is hanging on the rack. Go, now keep her busy near the washroom. Nancy, okay, be quick. When Nancy ran off, Julie checked her surroundings. No one is watching. She stepped into Vine's cubicle. She pulled out a pair of sharp fabric scissors from her purse. Julie, you think you can steal my spotlight? You think you can steal him? Let's see how you walk the ramp in rags. Wine, Somi, please have the safety pin ready. I'm running late and the plating takes time. Somi, I have them here. Oh my god! Wine, what happened? The smile died instantly. Wine stood frozen. She looked at the rack. Her sari wasn't there, only shreds of fiber remained. Wine, no, no, this couldn't be me. It was her. It has to be Julie. I'm going to kill her. Wine, it's over, Somi. I couldn't go out there. I have nothing to wear. Somi, Wine, please don't cry. We can fix it. Wine, fix what? It's destroyed. I knew I couldn't do this. Jungwoo was right. I'm a joke. Suddenly, the curtain swept aside. Professor Taeyang stepped in. He was fully dressed in modern Maharaja suit. Taeyang, why there is a waiting in my station? The show starts in 20 minutes. Why aren't you dressed, Miss Sharma? Somi, sir, someone destroyed her outfit. Look. He looked at the room. His eyes narrowed, his jaw visibly a muscle feathering in his cheek. The temperature in the room seemed to drop. He knew exactly who did this, but he didn't yell. And she sniffed, ripping her face, and slowly stoned out of fear and respect. Young, whoever did this want you to quiet. If you stay in this room crying, you are handling them the trophy. Is that what you want? Why, no, sir. Young, good, then fix it. And but there is no time to stitch a new blouse. The fabric is ruined. Young, improvise, use that. Why that? But without stitching, I only wrap it. It will be revealing. Taeyang, then make it art, wrap it like a Greek state, use safety pins. Fashion is about confidence, why not just swimming machine? You have 15 minutes. The next few minutes are intense. Wine worked with the adrenaline pumping through her veins. Since the blouse was just she wrapped the raw peach fiber around her torso, creating a makeshift turtleneck style wrap. And she pinned the final place. She looked at the mirror and gasped. It wasn't a modest sari she planned it. It was bold. It was daring. Somi, Vayan, you look stunning. Taeyang, he stood near the door checking his watch. She turned to look at her. He paused. His eyes swept over her. Acceptable. It looks intentional, not accidental. Wine, it's bit too much skin, sir. Theong, it's elegant, carried with dignity, and no one will dare to question the length of the cloth. Let's go. Announcing the next team Royal Rebels, designer Jungwoo and team. Julie, top that little mouse. Announcer. And finally, Team Internal Fusion, designer Wine Sharma, and the music shifted, become a heavy rhythm Indian fusion. And step into the ramp. The auditorium goes silent for a heartbeat. She looks like a vision. The peach orange that glows under the spotlight because she's nervous. She isn't trying to be, which make her even more alluring. And she walks slowly, the fiber flowing like water around her. Boy one, who is that? Boy two, that is Vine. Since when she's this? Oh, he frozen near the monitor backstage. His water hearted halfway here to his mouth. He stared at the screen. He saw the girl he called too traditional, looking like a goddess. Then Taeyang enters. He walks few places behind her. He does not try to overshadow her. He is the dark shadow to her light. His heavy boot turned on the ramp. And he didn't touch her. He didn't hold her waist. He simply stood beside her, maintaining a respectful gap. He looked at the audience with the fierce glares that said, "Look at her." Taeyang, chin up, you own this room. Wine. She straightened her back, took a deep breath, gave a small confident smile to the judges. Proud. Professor Kim, Wine. Julie, her jaw dropped. She crushed her silver clench in her and her face burning with humiliation. No, I destroyed that dress. How? He watched Wine smile at the crowd. He watched the way the young student guard her besides, protecting her without even touching her. He felt so small, he felt replaced. And walk Wine, turn and walk back, her head high, with the professor following her like a dark guardian. Then the judges have made their decision based on creativity, cultural representation, and sheer elegance. The winner of the Blog and Vision 2024 is Team Internal Fusion, Wine Sharma, and Professor Kim. Crowd, the auditorium exploded with applause. Somi jumped up, down, screaming. Students were whistling and cheering. Wine, we won! Young, you won, Miss Sharma. You earned it. Wine, thank you, sir. I couldn't have done it without you. You saved me back there. Young, I merely provided the framework. You provided the art. Don't let get to your head. Congratulations. While Wine received the trophy on stage, Julie stormed backstage, her face twisted in an ugly range. Julie, this is your fault. Your design were boring. That's why we lost. If you had made something better, the charity case wouldn't have won. Jungwoo. He stopped walking. He looked at Julie, and for the first time, he saw her clearly. Spoiled, talentless, and mean. Something inside him snapped. Jungwoo. My design were boring, or you were just too incomplete to carry them. Excuse me, Jungwoo. You heard me. Wine won because she said something you don't. She has grace, and you are just noise, Julie. Loud, expensive noise. I'm done with. You couldn't talk to me like that. My father, Jungwoo. I didn't give damn about your father. Next time, don't drag me into your mess. I'm out. The celebration is over. The sky has turned a menacing shade of dark grey. The thunder rumbles in the distance, shaking the ground. The air is heavy with humidity. Wine stand alone at the college bus stop. Wine, no bus, it's going to pour any second. Suddenly, a sick back luxurious car slowed down and stopped right in front of the window, rolls down smoothly, staying in the driver's seats. Taeyang, what are you doing here? And good evening, sir. I'm waiting for the bus. Taeyang, the weather broadcast predict a storm. The buses will be delayed or cancelled. Get in. I will drop you. And no, sir. It's okay. I couldn't trouble you. I live quite far. Yeah, it wasn't a request. Look at the sky. It's unsafe for a girl to be standing here alone at this hour. Get in the car now. Wine. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not your driver. Sit in the front. Wine. Sorry. She get into the passenger seat, closing the door just as first heavy. Few drops rain hit the Julie. Well. The innocent son getting into a professor car late at night. This is going to be fun. Rotation is fairly wine. Let's see how you will handle a Shendel. Yeah, address. Wine sector 4 near the old temple. It's a small blue gate. Tiang, he nodded, turning the steering wheel smoothly. Wine, sir, thank you again, not just for lift, but for the dress, for saving me. Tiang, you saved yourself, Wine. I just gave you scissors. You have potential, you don't waste it trying to please people like Jungwoo or that Julie girl. And I wouldn't, not anymore. Stop the car in front, small modest independent house. It's all well maintained with the small garden in front. The rain building now a full blow storm. Fine, thank you, sir. And sir, you couldn't drive in this. The road ahead get flooded easily. Then I will manage. Go inside. Why no, sir? Please, it's storm. Please come inside until the rain slow down. My mother would never forgive me if I let you drive in this just for a cup of tea, please. Fine, but only until the rain clears. Wine's mom. Wine waiter, look at you. You're soaked. I told you to carry an umbrella. Wine's mom. Oh, namaste. Ma, this is Professor Kim Taeyang. He's my chemistry professor. He dropped me because of stream. Taeyang. Namaste, auntie. Apologize for the intrusion. Wine's mother. Professor, he looks so young. Wine, ma. And remember Ayadi, the lady whose baby I take care of. Wine's mother. Yes, this is her brother. Wine's mother. Oh, Arya's brother. Oh, beta, come in. Come in. Why are you standing at the door? Why and speak so highly of your sister? Thank you, auntie. Thanks, mother. Here, take this. Dry yourself, son. You will catch a cold. I will make tea. Ginger tea is best for this weather. Sit, sit. Thank, thank you. You are very kind. And she watched them, feeling a strange warmth in her chest, seeing the devil professor being so polite and humble with her mother made her heart skip a bit. He caught one staring at him. He raised an eyebrow, slightly as if asking, "What?" I'll go change. Group of students whisper behind their hands, giggling and pointing phones are out, displaying a photo that has been circulating on the college WhatsApp group since last night. One, that's her. That's innocent face. Girl two, innocent please. She's got into Professor Kim car at 8 p.m. Now we know how she won the fashion show. She clenched her back steps tighter, heart pounding. She heard bites of conversation. Car, Professor Kim, her brows were in confusion. Did someone see us? When she turned at the corner, hoping to reach the safety of lecture hall, suddenly a heavy step directly in her path, blocking her way. It is Jungwoo. Wine, Jungwoo, move please. Jungwoo, where you were last night? Wine, what? Jungwoo, don't play dumb, Wine. The whole college have seen the photo. You getting to Professor Kim car late at night. Wine, photo? Jungwoo, so that's true. What's going in between you two? Is he just your teacher or something else? Wine, Jungwoo, watch your tongue. Julie, oh, look at her acting all righteous. You really had us fooled, Ryan. We thought you were boring traditional, but look at you sneaking into Professor Cat at night. No wonder why you won the trophy. Did you earn it on the stage or backstage? Ryan, it was raining. My bus was cancelled. Professor Kim saw me standing alone in the storm, offered me a lift. He dropped me home. That is it. Just a lift. You expect us to believe that the cold-hearted Professor Kim, who failed student for sneezing, because become a taxi driver just for you? Exactly. Please spare us the lies. You used your sob story to get close to him, didn't you? And she stood there, trembling not with fear, but with the realization these people would never understand her decency. Jangwoo, answer me, why and why him? Why you stop talking to me, your best friend, but you go to him? And you want to talk about talent, Julie? You cut my dress, you destroy my hard work because you were scared, and yet I still won. I walked the ramp trapped in a piece of unstitched cloth. I still beat you in your designer gown. Truly, you? Wine, don't you dare to talk about my character. Professor Kim gave me a lift because he's a gentleman, something none of you boys in your Etel group you know how to be. He helped a student in a storm. If you mind, it's to. And you, Changwoo. He stared at her, stunned by the outburst. You asked me what is going between us. Respect. That is what is going on. He respected my talent when you mocked it. Wine, I didn't mock. Wine, you said a traditional girl like me couldn't win. You told me to quiet. You told me to look like I was nothing. You lost, Jungwoo. You didn't just lose the trophy. You lost the right to ask me questions. You lost the right to be my friend. And she adjusted her bag, lifted her chin high, walked through the crowd, stood apart for her like a Red Sea, too shocked to stop. Leaning against the railing, watching Vine's retreating figure walking with dignity, slow, proud smile curved his lips. It wasn't usual cold smirk. It was a genius smile of prowl. Good girl, you don't need a shield anymore. Just become the sword. Vine is in the chemistry section hidden between two tall rows of bookshelves. She was standing on her toe trying to reach a heavy reference book on the top shelf. Instead, her finger barely raising the spine of the book, just a little more. She looked around for a stool. They were all copied at other end of the library. She ran, grabbing the rolling ladder, pull it close, climb up carefully, heard the butter flowing behind her. She grabbed the heavy book, Advanced Organic Chemistry, but as she pulled it, a second heavier book disclosed with it. Wine. Oh no! The heavy book tipped over. Twain tried to catch it, but it's doing so. She loses her balance. The ladder slides on the polished floor. She squeezes her eyes shut, bracing for the hard impact of floor. But she never hit the ground. A pair of strong iron-like arms catch her mid-air. The impact is soft but solid. Wine lands against a hard, broad chest. The scent of expensive mint college old books fill her sense. She opens her eyes slowly. Thing is holding her. One arm is wrapped securely around her waist, and the other supporting her back. He didn't let go her immediately. He stared down at her, his eyes dark-eyed with sudden urge of adrenaline. He felt her small, dribbling body press against his frame. He felt the warmth of her breath on his chin. While she up at him, her heart hammering against her like a trapped bird. Taeyang, are you trying to kill yourself, Miss Sharma? When I the book slipped. Taeyang,